No, because you're saying everything. You're saying the verse says the messenger, right? You're saying every time we say that in that verse is talking about the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
You open the door of prophethood. We agree that.
No, the Quran opened the door.
Okay, we open door. So now there are ayahs referring to the prophet.
So you do agree a prophet's going to
You're
come?
not listening to me. I am saying the ayahs agree to Ya Ayyuhan Nabi, Ya Ayyuhan Nabi, O prophet, O prophet, O prophet.
Yeah.
Now you are bringing Ahmad as a candidate prophet. So I'm asking you to explain to me when Allah addressed to the prophet and you say he's a prophet, he must explain the ayah. Allah says, okay, prophet, why are you making forbidden when Allah, do you know that verse or you don't?
Oh, okay, yeah, keep going.
Because Allah is addressing to the prophet.
Right.
And you say Ahmad is a prophet. So he should explain to me, prophet, Ghulam Ahmad,
Okay.
all the ayahs about the prophet.
Right.
Because he's a prophet.
Okay, so, but before we move on, let's go in steps though. Let's go in steps.
Give me one, man.
I will. Let's go in steps though.
You won't because you didn't explain anything.
Before we go on,
He didn't explain anything because I spoke to your scholar. I spoke to your scholar. He said, all this prophet is Muhammad. All your scholars told me.
Say what? That all the prophets. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying.
I know. Yes, the problem is with you. The problem I'm speaking to your scholars. I'm saying you bring this guy with me, and I spoke. He said the Ayyuhan Nabi is not Ghulam Ahmad. No, he's not prophet. He is Muhammad. I said, excuse me, Allah doesn't say Muhammad is a prophet. So he's a messenger. So, okay, prophet, Ya Ayyuhan Nabi, if you say he is not there, then you are not accepting him as a prophet. Because Allah is addressing him as a prophet. Oh prophet, whoever is a prophet, Ya Ayyuhan Nabi, whoever is a prophet.
Are you going to post this on?
So as a prophet, he must answer. Because God is addressing to Ya Ayyuhalladhina Amanu, he addresses you. Ya Bani, hold on, Ya Ayyuhalladhina Amanu, you are believers. Ya Bani Adam, you are Bani Adam. Bani Adam, Bani Israel, all this. Now when Allah addresses to the prophet, so he must answer as a prophet.
I see what you're saying. But can I
But
say
he never
something?
answered.
Can I say something?
But I know he never answered. You know that.
But you in the lecture even said that you don't know much about Ahmadiyya. But anyways.
No, I spoke to your scholars.
No, but I'm just saying, you're saying I
spoke
know
to
he's
your
going to
scholars.
say that.
Speak
Okay,
to
now
us.
tell us.
Can I
Tell me what prophet explained to you when Allah addressed Ya Ayyuhan Nabi as a prophet. Ghulam Ahmad explained to you these verses about the prophets.
Okay, but
What about Wahi?
We'll come
that's
one by one.
different. Hold up. Before we go on why Ahmad is truthful according to us, let's no, because I presented a verse. Look, it's about your lecture. It's about your
You have to
lecture.
tell me when Allah addressed to the prophet, you have to explain to me that this ayat, Ghulam Ahmad explained to me that God addressed him as a prophet.
Okay.
Because he's a prophet.
Yes. Now,
So you must explain to me, man.
I want to clarify something. I just want to clarify something. Before we go on, why Ahmad is truthful.
I didn't say that.
Okay, no, but according to before we go on,
I
why?
accept him as a prophet because the Quran says so. Prophet will be there.
Hold up.
So I accept that Allah is addressing, oh prophet, oh prophet, oh prophet, oh prophet, oh prophet. I want somebody candidate to be there.
The reason, no.
Candidate should be there.
The reason
You are bringing that
I'm
candidate.
talking about this based on your lecture. I'm not even going on Ahmad.
No, I'm talking about Quran now. Quran says, Ya ayyuhar Rasul is addressing the messenger. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu is addressing the believer. Ya Bani Adam is addressing Bani Adam. Ya Bani Israel is addressing Bani Israel. Now he says, oh prophet. So you are bringing Ahmad as a candidate. So I'm asking, okay, explain Ahmad all the prophet ayahs, all the ayahs of the prophet. He must explain to me.
That prophet
As a
is
prophet.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
But what?
Quran was being addressed to one prophet. Me and you both agree to that, right?
No.
So that is not. I mean, that is not.
Ya Bani Adam is not Muhammad. Yeah.
No. Like
Ya
when
Bani
you say,
Israel is not Muhammad.
whenever
Ya
you
Bani
say,
Adam, Ya Bani Israel, Ya Ayyuhal Kitab is not
yeah,
Muhammad.
you and Nabi, you when you say, right?
No, when I say Nabi is a prophet. So my objective is that
I see what you're saying. Whenever the Quran says the messenger, that is according to us Ahmad. That's what you're saying. And then how is it Ahmad?
You have to
the
explain
prophet, not messenger.
because
the prophet, sorry.
you have to explain to me because you are saying that he is a prophet. So I'm asking you, when Allah addresses to the prophet, he must answer.
He must answer. He
because
must
he's
say
a
that.
prophet.
Yeah, right. No, I get what you're saying. I've got that the whole time, but you haven't let me speak.
But you know, don't give me that what he explained to you about
No,
the prophet.
but you have
Why?
to understand what I'm saying. You can't just go to jump on. Okay, how is he truthful? We
Okay,
have to
do
see.
you want an answer?
Can I finish?
Okay, no.
Can I finish?
No. I want to show you. All of you here standing, right? And I am not a prophet.
Right.
I don't claim to be a prophet, right?
None of us are.
Okay. Now, when Allah says, listen to me very carefully, all of you. When Allah says, "O Prophet, why thou has made it forsaken when Allah has made lawful to you?" You know that verse or you don't? Everybody knows
Just
this?
open it up.
What is it?
It's okay, you can
You know
quote it.
this?
What's the verse?
66:1. Tahrim 66:1.
Yeah.
No, it is not Jummah. 65.
Okay. What, you can just quote it.
No, I'm quoting it. You have to understand the concept of the Prophet.
I know, but you diverted from
No,
what I was
I was
talking
trying
about.
to explain to you how the Prophet clarifies. Listen now.
Oh, I know what you're saying though, but
No, you're not listening to me.
we were talking about chapter 4,
No,
verse
we are talking about
69.
Prophet. He's the Prophet, he's addressing to the Prophet.
Okay. Seeking the pleasure of thy wives.
Okay.
Bring it here, let's see.
Yeah.
Who's that? That's not the Holy Prophet.
Can you read
Yeah.
Which verse is it?
66:1.
It's about the Holy Prophet. Yes.
Yeah,
O
what
Prophet,
does it say?
why dost thou forbid thyself?
O holy Prophet, right? Prophet. Allah is asking
Yeah.
us.
Finish. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. That which Allah has made lawful to thee, seeking the pleasure of thy wives, and Allah is most forgiving, most merciful.
Now, this is a verse addressed to the Prophet, not you and me.
Right.
So now the Prophet, who's the Prophet, we can explain this, not you and me. So Ahmed explain to you? He didn't explain to you.
What do you mean? What do you mean explained? Like,
Hold on. He did not explain. I know this.
okay.
Now, listen. Now all of you look into my eyes. I am not a magician, and you'll see the magic now. Think what lawful Allah has made lawful, and He made unlawful to please the wives. What are you married?
No.
Are you married? Are you married? Are you? Who is married here? Okay.
All the guys were.
Those guys who are married, and even those, listen to me, those guys who are married and those guys who are not married. There is lawful command in ayahs that you can do, you are allowed to do so. But the women don't like it. What is it?
Sure.
Which one is it?
You're lawful to do with your wife, but women.
No, not wife. Allah is saying this is lawful to you, not wife.
For men.
Yeah, man is allowed to do.
Is it for marriages?
Bilal?
No.
Shake hands.
Shake
hands.
No, hold on.
Shake hands.
For what?
No, but that
Hold
has
on.
nothing to do
Hold
with
on.
what I was
Who told
talking
you
about.
now?
Who told me what? That the 4 wives? The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Who told you that the wife won't like it? Because Allah says you want to please the wife, you were making lawful, unlawful to please the wives.
Okay, I don't know where you're getting with this, but keep going.
Yeah,
Because this has nothing to do with prophethood.
This is known as how the Prophet tells you. The Prophet told you right now, look, I tell you, it says here very clearly that you made it unlawful. The Prophet made it lawful to please the wife. Says, okay, I will not marry more than 1, or more than 2, or more than 4. So, but now you say, it doesn't say that. Okay, open 3350. 3350 see?
Okay, open.
It's your own 3C 3350.
I still don't know where we're getting with this, but you missed chapter 4, verse 69 and started talking about
Brother, I am
wives.
bringing that 4 chapter 659 and bringing the Prophet now.
Chapter 4, verse
It
69.
is saying he will be rewarded as Prophet. I am bringing the Prophet forward.
The writers references.
Right,
It is
no,
there you are
we
giving
know
the reward.
references,
You are
but
giving
you
the
haven't
reward.
talked about it.
You are rewarding the prophethood. I said this is what the Prophet has to do. Now the Prophet, I am giving you the ayahs about the Prophet now. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Oh, so okay, just to clarify, before you move on just to clarify,
What
you
happened?
do believe that after the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the possibility of prophethood
I
is there.
did not say that.
Okay, so then, then
You must
can I
listen.
finish something?
Okay.
Before we talk about Ahmad or any other claimant after the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, before we talk about that, we have to see in the Quran, does it talk about the possibility of prophethood?
We have already
after
agreed,
the-
nah?
So you do agree?
No, I have
he said he
agreed.
agrees
The
to that.
ayahs refer to the Prophet. The ayahs refer to the Prophet. You can explain, or any candidate should explain about the Prophet.
The
The ayahs referring to the Prophet.
Right.
I quote one verse to you, Tahrim 66:1 and 33 Azab 50. Nobody opened.
Where's the Quran?
33 Azab 50. Where is the 33:50?
Yeah.
Read now.
English. There it is. I don't know.
No, read.
O
Prophet.
Prophet, surely we have made lawful.
Lawful to you. There he made unlawful. Here made lawful to you.
Who made unlawful?
The Prophet, brother. You have to learn Quran, man. You don't even know you're talking. Allah says, "O Prophet, why thou hast made it unlawful, which Allah has made lawful." That I said. Ya ayyuhan Nabi, Why made you unlawful? You see that very thing? And here says Allah has made lawful for you your wives. So he made unlawful there.
Who made
Ooh,
Allah?
no one
Prophet.
knows. Which prophet?
That prophet. The difference between the
I am not didn't know all this.
See the-
I am a prophet, your prophet did not knew all this.
No, let
But
me.
the prophet knew and you came to know.
You completely diverted
Oh,
from
I
chapter
did not.
4,
I
verse
brought,
69 and coming on why.
I brought the prophet in between your lives and I showed you how prophet explained to you. And you came to know.
No, we're
Marrying
ready.
more than one wife. No woman likes it.
What does that have to do with anything?
About Allah says prophet, why do you
About
make
the
unlawful?
possibility-
Unlawful, there is a lawful. Allah says lawful prophet.
Okay,
He's talking about the prophets.
Can I look? All of us are complaining that you're talking about wives. We're talking about prophethood.
You're not getting the point. It's referring to the prophet, brother. Yeah, you're Nabi.
Okay,
Yes,
let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying
No,
that prophets can come,
Right.
but when Allah says the prophet, here he also says the prophet. So how did the
Mirza
Prophet
Ghulam Ahmad.
Muhammad do this? Is that that's what you're
My
saying,
question
right?
is, Allah is addressing to the prophet.
Yeah.
Anyone who claims to be a prophet
Yeah.
should fulfill the ayahs about the prophet.
Yeah.
That's my question. Simple.
Okay.
That's
It's not
true.
difficult. It's not difficult. It's very simple. But you,
What is your main question? What do you want to ask?
No, there's a build up.
there are ayahs related
I think we
to the
should-
prophet.
But he hasn't even answered chapter 4, verse 69.
Because he is prophet personality. Because all the ayahs refer to the prophet. I have spoken to the scholars. I said, look, I agree if he's a prophet. Just show me what you explain about the prophethood. Allah says He gave them the book and the hukum and the nabuwa. I said, I believe. Quran says. No, just hold on. ما كان لبشر أن يؤتى الكتاب والحكم والنبوة.
He didn't even touch on the
Yeah. Whether if he is a prophet, what's the criteria for it? So he's trying to say that, look, he doesn't fulfill the criteria of prophethood in the Holy Quran, right? That's all it is. And he's trying to show that it is, but
शैतान भी वही कर रहा है.
हाँ, शैतान भी कर रहा है पर अल्लाह ताला की भी रहमान है. बिल्कुल
सूरह अनाम से इसके 112 में शैतान वही करता है. तो वही कोई अल्लाह की तरफ से स्पेसिफिक चीज थोड़ी है. वही भी इंस्पिरेशन. मैं आपको दिखा सकता हूँ सूरह अनाम से इसको ले 112 आयत में उसमें लिखा हुआ है शैतान
कुरान करीम से ना युफस्सिरु बादुहु बादा एक आयत दूसरे की तफसीर.
शैतान वही कर रहा
हाँ
है. तो वही कोई अल्लाह से मुंसलिक नहीं है. कुरान में तो वही शैतान भी कर रहा है.
नहीं, लेकिन अब अल्लाह ताला फरमा रहा है कि वही क़यामत तक जारी है. उसके वलीउल्लाह साहिबान उसके जैसे आपने बोला था ना, मैं एक वैसे थोड़ा कंफ्यूज था एज ए स्टूडेंट. आपने कहा कि कुरान बस आ गया तो इसका मतलब उसके बाद हज़रत अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ को भी ना माने, हज़रत उमर फारूक को भी ना माने. कुरान के होते ही हम मान रहे हैं सबको ना.
किसको माने, किसको
हाँ, सल्लम की वफात के बाद हम हज़रत अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ को भी तो मान रहे हैं ना. वो खुदा ताला के दीन की तरफ से हकम जो होते हैं,
आप मुझको भी मान रहे हैं क्या?
जो नेक बात करेगा वो अल्लाह के बंदे हैं. जो कुरान का उस्ताद होता है.
आप थे वहाँ पर
जी
देखिए, मेरी बात सुने. मानना ना मानने की बात नहीं है. दिल का उम्मतुन कद खलत, ये एक उम्मत गुजर गई. लहा मा कसबत, उनके लिए जो उन्होंने कमाया. वलकुम मा कसबतुम, तुम्हारे लिए तुम कहोगे. वला तुसलून अम्मा कानू यामलून, तुमसे नहीं सवाल किया जाएगा वो क्या करते आए थे. उनके मानने न मानने की जरूरत नहीं है. ब्रदर, आप बात ही समझते हैं. अल्लाह आपसे सवाल नहीं करेगा. आप बात सुने. नहीं, मैं तो परवाही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. कौन डिफर कर रहा है? अल्लाह की आयत मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अल्लाह मुझसे कह रहा है तुमसे सवाल नहीं करेगा दूसरों के बारे में वो क्या करते आए थे. तो मैं उनको अच्छा मानूं या बुरा मानूं, आपको जन्नत नहीं मिल रही है.
कुरान के उस्ताद बनते रहते हैं खुदा के कुछ मुजद्दिदीन और औलिया और नेक लोग होते हैं, तभी कुरान को जिंदा रखते हैं. वरना कुरान अकेला आ जाता.
कुरान तो जिंदा है.
ये हाँ,
आप और मैं मुर्दा हैं. कुरान तो हमेशा जिंदा है.
नहीं, अल्लाह ताला ने हमें भी कुरान वाला जिक्र कहा है कि मैंने नसीहत के लिए आसान बनाया है. हम भी जिंदा हैं जब ईमान रखता है. अपने मुंह से कोई कुरान
तो फिर आप दूसरों को क्यों नाम ले रहे हैं?
जी नहीं, नाम तो
जिक्र नहीं है इसमें.
अल्लाह ताला ने हजरत अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ का जिक्र इसमें क्यों नहीं? हाँ, सल्लम के साथ वो गारे सौर में थे. ये तो बात नहीं कर रहे.
नहीं कर रहे हैं.
अल्लाह ने कहा तीसरा मैं था वहाँ पे.
कर रहे
हैं जिक्र क्यों नहीं है?
नहीं कर रहे हैं, बाकायदा कर रहे हैं. वहाँ हजरत अबू बकर का नाम ही लिखा हुआ जो आपने डाल दिया अबू बकर. जैसे उन साहब ने डालने की
मैंने
कोशिश.
नाम नहीं कहा, लेकिन वो उससे मफहूम अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ है ना.
मैं कहता हूँ आप हो सकते हैं.
जी जी
मैं कह रहा हूँ आप हो सकते हैं.
नहीं, मैं ये नहीं
प्रूफ करूँ आप कैसे?
लेकिन अल्लाह ताला सल्लम ने तफसीर की ना कि मेरे साथ अल्लाह था वहाँ पे.
नहीं
तीसरा और अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ तो आप हैं वहाँ पे. ये तरीकी वाक़ियात है.
इल्ला तंसुरूहु फक़द नसरहुल्लाह इज़ अख़रजल लज़ीना कफ़रू सानिय इत्नैन इज़ हुमा फ़िल ग़ार इज़ यक़ूलु लिसाहिबिही ला तहज़न इन्नल्लाह मअना. मेरे साथ है रसूल यार. میرے محمد شیخ کے ساتھ ہے تو وہ ابو بکر صدیق کے ساتھ ہوگا. آج میرے ساتھ ہے, آج آپ کے ساتھ بھی ہو سکتا ہے. ونس اپون اے ٹائم تک نہیں روکو آپ اپنا.
سب کے ساتھ ہے بالکل.
نہیں آپ کے ساتھ نہیں ہے, ابھی آپ نے منع کیا. آپ کے ساتھ نہیں ہے, آپ نے ابھی منع کیا. آپ کے ساتھ نہیں ہے, آپ کے ساتھ نہیں ہے بھائی جان. نہیں, آپ نے منع کر دیا, کہنا وہ تھے. آپ نے ہر چیز وہاں پھنسا رکھی. میں کہہ رہا
آپ ایک اسپیسیفک بات لیتے ہیں.
میں سمجھانا چاہ رہا ہوں برادر, میں یہ سمجھا رہا ہوں قرآن از اے بک آف آل ٹائم. ہم آج سمجھ رہے ہیں تو آج ہمیں اپنے آپ, اللہ کی بات ہے, میری بات تھوڑی پیاری.
بات ایسے بھی
یہ ہال کا ٹائم خراب کم ہو رہا ہے, جانا ہے لوگوں کو. چلے تھینک یو, تھینک یو بڑی شکریہ.
قرآن کی بات کریں, بہت پیاری بات.
بہت بہت شکریہ. میں چاہ رہا ہوں کون آدمی سے ڈسکس کرنا چاہ رہے ہیں. اوپر جا کے کیا کریں, ہاں بلائیں,
ہاں یہ
وہ کر لیں, ڈسکس کر لیں. ہر اسکول آف تھاٹ کا, آپ شیعہ کی کوئی بات کریں بتا دو شیعہ بولتے ہیں, آپ قادیانی بات کریں بتا دو قادیانی کیا بولتے ہیں. ہر آدمی جو ہے, اب بلا بتائیے قادیانی کی ایک مثال ہے, بیٹھے یہ پہچان جائیں گے. مجھ سے ایک صاحب کہہ لیں, قرآن میں لکھا ہے یا بنی آدم اما یاتینکم رسول منکم یقصون علیکم آیاتی. مجھ سے کہہ رہے ہیں دیکھیے اے بنی آدم, جب بھی تمہارے پر رسول آئے گا میری عادت کو تلاوت کرتا ہے, تم اس پہ ایمان لیا, فلا خوف علیہم. میں نے ٹھیک لکھا ہوا, بالکل صحیح. اب دیکھیے کہنے لگے یہ آ گئے غلام احمد, آپ مان نہیں رہے. میں نے کہا بات سنو, یا بنی آدم یہاں لکھا رسول آئیں گے جمع میں, تو غلام احمد کے پاس جمع رسول کے کون سے آئے تھے وہ بتاؤ تم مجھے. ان کے پاس جمع رسول کون سے آئے تھے جو مجھے بنوانا چاہ رہے احمد کو, وہ بتاؤ پہلے, وہ رسول ان کے پاس کون سے آئے تھے, اب بتا نہیں پا رہے.
ابھی ایک
کوشچن میں کر رہا ہوں کہ میں سمجھانے چاہ رہا ہوں کہ آپ مجھے آیت کوٹ کر کے یہ بات نہ کریں. جب انہوں سے جب میں نے پوچھا آپ مجھے احمد کو میں ماننے کو تیار ہوں, ایک بات سمجھا لاجیکلی, نبی کہہ رہا ہوں نا تم ان کو, تو وہ تمہارا رسول لکھا ہوا ہے, اور جمع میں رسول ان کے پاس کون سے ہے وہ بتائیے. آپ جب ان کے, میں نے وہ آدم نہیں ہے, بنی آدم نہیں ہے کیا ہے, تو میں نے ان کے پاس آئے تھے رسول, یقین کو نہیں بتا سکتے وہ. میں یہاں بھی وہ کہہ رہا ہوں, منہ پہ بول کے آگے 85 کتابیں لکھ دی, اللہ کتاب ایک دے رہا ہے, تمام انبیاء کو کتاب دے رہا ہے, کتاب حکم نبوت دے رہا ہے, آپ 85 کتابیں لے کے بیٹھے.